This patient has multiple species of spirochetes. The large, thick one on the top is commonly found with periodontal disease. These are more common type spirochete I see with animals, pets. All bacteria in the mouth come from grandma, grandpa, mom, dad, aunts, uncles, siblings, lovers, or cats and dogs, pets. Very good to be brushing with aluminum-free baking soda, flossing nightly, and peroxide. If you skip flossing at night, you're missing 35 to 40% of the bacteria in your mouth. All these spots right here you see, they're straight lines. It's candida or yeast, some kind of mold sometimes. Lots of the spirochetes. They actually call this on the left, this big picture, Actinomyces. It's yeast with stuff growing on it. There's billions of species, so I'm not really sure exactly the technical name for it, but it is yeast or fungus with something growing on it. This circle shape you see, that's the middle of the left screen, is a white blood cell. They die pretty quickly. Usually they look bulging. When they sit on the microscope there, they die after a while. Very large spirochete right here. Spirochete are linked to cancers, dementia, Alzheimer's, found in men's prostate. There are no good spirochetes. They're all anaerobic, negative gram, bad bacteria, dangerous for your overall health. Very large ones right here. Lots of yeast, fungal issues. Most likely some kind of fungus right here. This is a white blood cell. You can see the bulging. It's actually still active. So this person either has really bad gingivitis, periodontal disease, sometimes an abscess tooth can cause it. Amoeba sometimes make a lot of white blood cells. Very large spirochete again. This person pretty much has an infestation when you see this many in one sample. Good chance some of these are mating right here, where they ball up, similar to how snakes recreate. See, there's two of them intertwined, it looks like. Very large area of fungus, fungal issue going on. heavy yeast fungal issues there. Kind of rods that connect. Could be some type of candida. This patient definitely has multiple species of spirochetes. There's about 57, I think, total species of spirochete. These little guys right here are our spinning rods. There's multiple species of those also. Some are called CR bacteria, and they have like little flagella tails on the end of them. They're usually a little bit larger than that though. This one definitely looks like CR right here. Looks like it has a flagella tail on the end. If you look really closely, you can see this little attachment to it. It's like a little hair attached to the spinning rod. He's not in a nice player either. Bad bacteria. We actually have a test that you can do. We send it off to a lab and it tells you pretty much exactly what species are in the mouth. I'm actually going to post a video after this that it shows you some kind of bacteria. When you have like multiple type bacteria, you're really high risk for cancers. They're definitely linked to health issues. Looks like those spirochetes are mating right here, the fast moving. This person is at very, very, very high risk. It's actually a very young patient. But this patient is at very high risk for health problems. And gingivitis, gum disease, periodontal disease. These are the type bugs that actually cause gingivitis and periodontal disease. Gingivitis is reversible with a really good cleaning by a hygienist, brushing with baking soda at home using 3% peroxide. You can mix it 50-50 peroxide and water. Definitely flossing every night so you're not leaving that 35 to 40% of bacteria behind. You see a fungal issue there. All these really large rods like this you're not born with. There's billions of different kinds. I'm not really sure exactly what it is, but it's not good. This is a really heavy yeast. Actinomyces again, it's got yeast with stuff growing on it. Pretty interesting. Large spinning rods again, most likely CR bacteria. You can actually get on my DNA or my Periopath, my oral DNA online, and it'll tell you some of the bacterias. Pretty interesting though. You'll learn about what they're called and what they do. You see the circle shape in the middle of the screen right there is a white blood cell. This person's body is triggered. The immune system is burdened and weakens your immune system. You want the white blood cells fighting COVID and the flu. You don't want them wasted on bacteria in the mouth that can be easily gotten rid of over a time period. It's not an overnight solution usually. It takes time between your dental office cleaning and at home care. You should improve. This is actually a skin cell nucleus. That shows you how tiny these little bacteria are. They're tiny but very dangerous. Another white blood cell to the left, that circle shape, large spirochete again. Fungal or yeast issue there. Lots of candida, yeast, fungal, all those lines you're seeing. Another skin cell. Very active white blood cells right here. If you notice, looks kind of like they're boiling. That's what white blood cells look like. They have like a boiling type effect when they're active. Bubbles in my slide. No big deal there. super large spirochetes. Those are very large spirochete. That's another species, this little one right here. If you see the smaller ones. Kind of going through layers here. In the next video, I'll try to show you guys the MyPeriopath stuff. Really nice to be able to tell exactly what you have and what you're at high risk for. And I'll wrap this up.